Tori Roloff finally divorce announcement right now. Amy and Chris Merrick finally divorce announcement right now. Caryn Chandler finally twin baby upcoming announcement today. Little people, big world. Did Matt's greed ruin the family? The farm owner and Caryn are all about money. Hi dear beautiful friends. It's America from Motion 44 YouTube channel. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Please subscribe to my channel. Matt Roloff from Little People, Big World might have ruined the family with his greedy behavior. He joined the reality series alongside his ex-wife, Amy Roloff, and their children. Little People, Big World primarily featured their son with dwarfism, Zach Roloff, as he grew up on the show. The Roloffs were happy living on and managing the Roloff family farms, but their unit was dismantled when Matt and Amy got divorced. They grew apart as a couple, and Amy alleged Matt had an affair with her with his current partner, Caryn Chandler. Their partnership formed out of lies and uncertainty, which left a negative taste in most of the Roloff children's mouths. Matt's ego has gotten out of control in the years after his divorce, and he's made some questionable decisions. He fractured his relationship with Zach after listing part of the Roloff farms without letting him know ahead of time. Caryn's been accused of being a gold digger since the beginning of her relationship, and her greed may have subconsciously seeped into Matt's perception of the Roloff family farms. Caryn could have influenced Matt to sell the Roloff farms for money. Before she began dating the reality star, Caryn worked for the Roloffs as a manager of the pumpkin patch, where she worked her way up to become Matt's assistant. She may have learned about the farm's true value by working closely with him. Caryn told Matt she didn't want to take on the responsibility of working on the farms any longer. She knew her partner was a reality TV star and might have thought they would bring home a larger profit by listing the farms and reaping the benefits. Little People, Big World will likely end after season 25 because of Matt and Zach's feud. The Roloff patriarch knew it was his son's dream to take over the Roloff farms when he grew older. Nonetheless, Matt disregarded Zach's feelings when he listed part of the property and didn't tell him ahead of time. He had little remorse for his betrayal and slyly offered his son a piece of the land for $4 million when he knew Zach couldn't afford it. Instead of prioritizing his children's feelings, Matt was too busy catering to Caryn's requests. Matt doesn't take accountability for his actions. Instead, he attempts to defend himself online. When asked by a fan on Facebook if Little People, Big World would be returning for season 26 after Zach and his wife, Tori Roloff, announced their departure from the show, Matt didn't have a clear answer. Little People, Big World star Matt may have shattered the Roloff family bond because of his greedy behavior. Since he started his relationship with Caryn, he's begun making more decisions motivated by money. Matt and Zach don't seem to see eye to eye anymore, which is heartbreaking for their family. Little People, Big World. Why Libra Caryn Chandler's a terrible match for Libra Matt Roloff. Caryn Chandler and Matt Roloff are both Libras, but their incompatibilities in their long-term relationship have played out on the screens on Little People, Big World for a while now. The couple had a scandalous start since Matt started dating Caryn shortly after announcing his divorce from Amy Roloff in 2015, after 27 years of marriage. Matt and Amy's marriage wasn't easy. Still, the Roloffs' divorce was shocking to many. Caryn had been a longtime manager for Roloff Farms, which made things a little uncomfortable even for the Little People, Big World fans. Little People, Big World has been filled with drama since 2022 after Matt put Roloff Farms land up for sale without consulting his children. Caryn could have influenced Matt's decision to list the farm, which didn't sit well with his kids, especially Zach, who wanted to buy part of the farm at a discounted rate. Some people feel Caryn is to blame for the ongoing feud between Matt and Zach. Matt and Caryn are engaged after 6 long years of waiting, with their wedding expected later in 2024. So far, Caryn's intentions of being with Matt seem financially motivated. Libras are best known for their calm and peaceful demeanor. Most gravitate towards cultivating long-term relationships and often use their differences as a catalyst for growth. However, Libras also love the taste of a good life and the convenience that comes with it. There are signs that Caryn is a gold digger who is merely after Matt's wealth. Caryn loves the luxurious lifestyle that she enjoys while dating Matt. She is an opportunist who thrives on attention, control, and the illusion of wealth. The fact that she was once an employee of the Roloff farm means that Caryn had an insight into the family finances. Wanting an easy life, it was easy for her to pursue a relationship with the little people, big world's patriarch. Matt and Caryn don't balance each other out. They are both egotistic and usually do not know when to calm down and solve certain issues. When tension arose between Matt and his son Zach about the farm's future, Caryn didn't seem to do anything to help ease the situation. As a matter of fact, she made it worse by making the farm sale an exclusive business transaction after Matt and Zach met for a face-to-face negotiation, which didn't go well. The father-son duo also butted heads, prompting Zach and his wife Tori to leave the show and the farm, moving to Battleground, Washington. Libras can be quite passive-aggressive, making that relationship a recipe for disaster. It explains the feuds in the Roloff family. Matt has been beefing with his kids since his relationship with Caryn began. Zach was hurt when his dad proposed to Caryn and bluntly refused to comment when the producers asked him about the engagement. During Little People Big World Season 25, Matt and Caryn discussed building a playing ground on their property. The couple noted that Zach, Tori, and the kids no longer visited with Caryn, adding they didn't want to be associated with them in most cases. Caryn is passive-aggressive when addressing anything related to Roloff's kids or when talking about Amy. She often makes a few little smirks during interviews and looks down, which can be mistaken for being nice. The two should have found the right approach to dealing with subtopiously. A part of him feels left down by Matt and Caryn. Instead of letting Zach be the Little People Big World couple could have tried another communication approach to keep them together. Undeniably, Caryn is deeply involved in the Roloff family, and Matt needs someone who will call him out when he makes a mistake and not just take whatever he says. How Zach and Tori Roloffs said farewell to Little People Big World after 25 seasons. Another season of Little People Big World has come and gone. But for Zach and Tori Roloff, their chapter on the TLC reality show has officially come to a complete close. On Tuesday's season 25 finale of Little People Big World, Zach and his father Matt Roloff remained at odds over their ongoing family drama about the sale of their family farm. After a nail-biting, but overall successful, fundraiser for the Dwarf Athletic Association of America, Matt's ex-wife, Amy Roloff, reflected on their son's fractured relationship with his father while out for lunch with her second husband, Chris Merrick. When Chris asked if there had been any hope of the ice between the two thawing, Amy confessed that she was in the dark about the details of their feud, but knew their relationship had been changed forever. "I don't know. I mean, of course he's the father and grandfather," she said of Matt. "But I don't think they'll ever look at it as that father-son bonding relationship type of thing, no." Though Zach and Matt have their own issues to work through, Amy told cameras that she would always be around to help should they need mediation, but admitted she was grateful to have her own relationships with her kids intact. Elsewhere in the episode, Matt had his own date with his fiancée Caryn Chandler, where they discussed the nitty-gritty of their rift with Zach and his wife Tori. After Matt revealed his plans to construct a playground on their property for his grandkids, Caryn pointed out that Zach's children no longer come around the farm to visit him, always hopeful that Zach and Tori will bring the kids around, and if not, the kids will be coming around later in life, he sighed. In a conversation with cameras, Matt confessed that he missed their children coming around often, while Caryn claimed that the couple had lots of love and fun to give, and whoever shows up is going to get it. I think we've just come to terms that they don't want a relationship, and so, you just have to accept that, she continued. I still care about them. I still love those kids and miss them. Just because it's now ended sad, doesn't mean that that didn't exist. Those memories I'm holding on to. Caryn added, I don't know the future, so it doesn't look bright at this moment in time, but I'm not gonna give up hope. Just because we missed a couple years, well, there's always relationships to be rebuilt, and if they are, they are. That's great, and if they're not, it's not because we didn't want it later. Zach and Tori took their children Jackson, 6, Layla, 4, and Joza, 23 months, to pick blackberries on their property. As he lifted Leela up and down in the bucket of his red tractor, Zach reflected on his own childhood memories on the Roloff family farm, and how his children will never be able to have the same experiences. No one's holding grudges, Zach told cameras of his rocky relationship with his dad. No one's intentionally not going to the farm, there's just no interest. The kids don't ask, it's nothing we're hiding from them, it's just they don't ask, and they have their own space up here. When it comes to my dad, I don't know, dude, that ship's all sailed. There's not much of a relationship. It's just doing our own thing. Time maybe even it out, but everything will be healed. It'll be different. He shrugged it at the end of the episode. Matt, Caryn, Amy, and Chris met on the family farm to celebrate the success of their fundraiser. As Amy and Chris confessed that Zach and Tori didn't come over enough for her grandma room to be used, Matt opened up about his own sadness about missing out on their grandchildren's lives. When Zach and Tori said they were going to, isolate themselves to give themselves space, they didn't put a timeline on it. And we're 2 years into it, he explained. And it's always sad when you don't get to see your grandkids and somebody can't seem to find healing. Or build a bridge. In February, Zach and Tori announced they would be leaving Little People, Big World following season 25. We're not coming back to Little People, Big World. We are done, Tori, 31, began on their Raising Heights podcast. That part of our lives, that chapter has closed. Sharing his wife's sentiment, Zach replied, I think the chapter has closed regardless of us being asked back or not. We've made it pretty clear we're done with that chapter for multiple reasons, the reasons we will get into here. But because we've made that pretty clear, they haven't asked us back, technically, he continued. This last cycle was rough, between the family, the farm deal, and we are done with it. Little People, Big World star Matt Roloff reveals shaggy hair transformation, and we're a little confused. Matt Roloff rocking a brand new do. The Little People, Big World star has fans weighing in on his new look as he returned to Instagram following a 2-month social media break, and we're honestly a little confused. The 63-year-old TLC personality posted a shirtless selfie on Tuesday, showing himself at the beach and rocking some wavy long locks. Roloff has had a similar short haircut for years, so the new look took people by surprise, although some inconsistencies in the photo point to the hairstyle being the result of either AI or photo editing. Lovin' my best life. Ha, Roloff wrote on the photo, hinting that he could be joking around with the photo. In the caption, he added, livin' and lovin' life. The comments were quickly filled with people asking questions. Is that really your hair? One person asked, as another joked, is it a wig? A third said concretely that the hairstyle can't be real, as still another hedged, not sure if this is AI or not, so can't comment. Roloff's previous Instagram posts had no hint that the reality personality was growing out his hair, and a post shared in November 2024 showed him enjoying a trip to the Virgin Islands, with his typical short hair partially hidden under a hat. Roloff's new post comes in the wake of what appears to be the end of Little People, Big World following 25 seasons. The network has yet to officially cancel the show, but Roloff previously disclosed in April 2024 that he hadn't been told of any plans to commence filming again. I know I can't predict the future, It's my guess that the network can't either. I do think that TLC did a nice job on the last Tuesday's season final episode hedging their bets and putting a nice button on the show and where the family stands, Roloff wrote in a lengthy Facebook post. So if LPBW never does come back, I think consensus is they wrapped up the Roloff LPBW Crazy Train saga pretty good. That's why many of you felt it was a series finale so on this matter of whether last Tuesday was the last LPBW show forever. Nobody really knows at this point. I feel very content and satisfied with the run of shows and the journey we shared with you all. He continued, concluding, you never know what the future may bring, so if you are me, and apparently TLC too. I hate saying goodbye, only see ya later. Zach Roloff admits relationship with dad Matt is not existent, denies withholding his kids amid their feud. Ho little people. Big World may currently be off air. Zach and Matt Roloff have yet to mend fences in an episode of Zach and Tori Roloff's Raising Heights podcast on May 23. The father of three, 34, revealed that his relationship with the Roloff family patriarch, 62, was not great. While answering fans' questions about their personal lives, it's not like existent, I guess, Zach said, looking down towards his feet. The filming ended, you kind of just give yourself some space, and then the show airs 6 months later, and it kind of brings up some old wound story. 33 went on to explain that most viewers don't realize that episodes are usually filmed a year before. When the show airs a new season, the tense moments they experienced are relived for a second time, even though the dust has actually settled on their differences. Dust is settled, but like, nothing's been fixed or anything, Zach explained. Stuff comes out on social media, and you realize that people are thinking the same thing, and it's kind of a bummer because then it's like, oh, I thought we were kind of evening out a little bit. Now that the drama has played out for a second time, Zach claimed that the people involved are still in denial, and they believe they didn't do anything wrong. It's a narcissism, so no, it's not great, he added, but I don't know, more time might heal. Tensions between Zach and Matt rose as the family considered the future of their farm, and Matt listed a portion of his property that his son was interested in buying up for sale. Matt later decided against selling it, instead opting to turn it into a short-term vacation rental. The father-son duo have also butted heads over their familial relations and Matt's engagement, which has unfolded in front of TLC cameras. As Zach updated fans on his relationship with Matt, Tori took the time to address misconceptions that the couple were withholding our children from spending quality time with their grandparents. There's none of that going on, like that's all just internet drama, she said, adding, but I think that adult relationships are very complicated, unfortunately, especially family, where all just doing our best, like, we're all trying. Tori suggested, to which Zach replied, are we though? That's what I guess. Challenge, like, are we doing our best? Is the whole family doing their best? I don't think so sometimes. When asked if he was trying his best to repair the relationship, Zach acknowledged there were times I could have done better when looking back. Describing his rift with his father as a toxic relationship that he's put up with for so long, Zach confessed his biggest beef was when people outside the feud encouraged him to come back together. For me, it was time to step away, and I stepped away. And then things are said on social media that's like, oh, nothing's changed, he said of those who want him to reconcile with Matt. So no, like, I'm going to raise my kids and do the best I can. But like, if that's the way we're still thinking down there, then nothing's changed. Why would we re-engage? Little people, Big World's Zach Roloff reveals where his relationship with dad Matt stands today. Little people. Big World star Zach Roloff revealed the current status of his relationship with his father, Matt Roloff. Oh, it's not great. People are still in denial. They didn't do anything wrong, Zach, 34, said of his connection with his dad during the Thursday, May 23, episode of his and wife, Tori Roloff's Raising Heights podcast. In my mind, it's a narcissism. So yeah, It's not great. More time may heal. The couple explained that filming the latest season of LP Bigawi happened over a year ago, and watching the show brought back old wounds. Dust is settled, but nothing has been fixed, and then stuff comes out on social media, and you realize people are thinking the same thing, the soccer player continued. It's a bummer, because I thought we were kind of evening it out a little bit. Which reality TV show would you want to join? Zach and Tori, 33, had long teased their departure from the long-running series, but confirmed in February that they would not be returning following the end of season 25. Let's just talk about the elephant in the room. Are we coming back to Little People, Big World? Tori said while addressing their exit during the February 22 episode of The Raising Heights. Zach responded, "We are not. We made that pretty clear the last cycle. But I don't think it's been officially announced to people like we are not coming back to Little People, Big World." Tori told their podcast listeners, "We are done. That part in our lives, that chapter has closed." The couple's departure comes after major tension arose between Zach and Matt, stemming from Matt's choice not to sell the family farm to Zach. Fans watched the father-son negotiation play out during season 22 of LP Bigal, and while it isn't clear when conversations fell through, rumors swirled Roloff Farms was off the table when Zach and Tori purchased a home in Battleground, Washington. They got their 3 little kids. It's not for everyone, Matt explained. Zach knows better than anybody how difficult it is to raise their children in front of the camera with all the scrutiny. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.